that she had. So her, Kelsey, and Aaliyah Boston, they had something special the second half of the season, and I just look at them as a young, hungry team. Our veteran president with Dewana Barner, Natasha, and me coming from winning programs who have been around the league for a long time and can help infuse something in that team that can take them far in the playoffs, bro.
Sydney Colson just revealed the real reason she left the Aces for the Indiana Fever. And no, it wasn't for the cornfields. Was it Caitlin Clark's sharpshooting, a plan to bring humor to the Midwest, or the ultimate prank? One thing's certain, Colson never makes a move without keeping things entertaining.
So Sydney Colson is obviously a player for the Indiana Fever. Someone signed to be Caitlin Clark's backup, and she is I think she's going to be a solid player. Genuinely, going to be a
Sydney Colson finally opened up about her move to the Indiana Fever, and she didn't hold back. This wasn't your typical excited for a new opportunity speech. Nope. Colson delivered with the energy of someone who had been waiting for this moment, breaking it all down like a sports analyst with a comedy twist. The biggest takeaway? The Fever's glow-up is about to be next.
Championship experience is a whole new thing, and then coming off the bench, backing up Caitlin Clark, helping her with little things, just the knowledge that she's going to be able to give Caitlin Clark is going to be absolutely fantastic. But why did she leave the Aces? Well, if you see some of these stats and some of this information I'm gonna put out, you can be like, you're gonna understand why it was time for her to.
You blinked last season, you might have missed the Fever's dramatic transformation. They started off looking like they were just happy to be at the party, tripping over their own feet, spilling drinks, and seemingly forgetting how defense worked. But somewhere along the way, they flipped the script. In the second half of the season, they became a whole different team, going from, oh, bless their hearts, to wait, are they actually good? And Sydney Colson took notice.
Only a matter of time before Sydney Colson got to rubbing her hands together like Birdman to tell it all, dog. And that's exactly what she did in a recent interview. Now, we know Sydney Colson came over to the Fever from the Las Vegas Aces. Now,
According to Colson, that comeback wasn't a fluke, it was a warning. The Fever found their rhythm late last season, and now, with Caitlin Clark in the mix, things are about to get serious. Colson didn't hold back. This team is going to be scary. As in, hide your favorite team's playoff hopes scary. As in, we're taking receipts scary. And for Colson, she wanted in on the chaos.
Reveal, I am very excited for this new opportunity with Indiana. I know several players and coaches from the Fever, and I trust what I know about them, Colson said. I'm excited to be a part of the vision that the staff has for this team, and I'm ready to play.
Sydney Colson could have stayed with the Aces, where winning is expected. But where's the fun in that? That's like playing a video game on easy mode. She wanted the challenge, the chance to build something instead of joining something already built. The Fever didn't offer her a spot on a championship team. They handed her a hammer and said, help us finish this. And it makes sense. Colson has spent years proving she's more than just a locker room presence or social media star. She's a legit hooper who impacts winning. Now, she's joining a team that's hungry, scrappy, and in her eyes,
she said it's a much easier transition now they have a year under belts together, which would be scary. I'll be interested to be up close and personal with Caitlin and see what it's like day to day. And yeah, like that's the thing where it's like this team goes realistically, this team goes where Caitlin goes. Like I think everyone kind of knows that, where it's like even last year with the team, when Caitlin didn't play well, they only beat the Dream.
Colson made it clear, this isn't just Caitlin Clark's show. The Fever already have stars in Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Alyssa Smith, and now they've added even more firepower. People don't realize, she said, this team is different. How? They're done being overlooked. The Fever spent years as an easy matchup, but that's over. Asterisk, you should have taken us seriously when you had the chance. Asterisk and Colson. She's ready. She'll talk, stir the pot, and most importantly, back it up.
ring, bro. It was just an exciting opportunity. My time with the Aces was wonderful, and we created history in a lot of ways. And they'll always be my Aces family. and I'll miss those fans and everything. But I felt God was leading me in another direction. And sometimes stuff can feel uncomfortable, but you not necessarily feeling like you're ready to take a step back. But I think that's usually when you need to. So that was what I needed to do. Now that was Sydney Colson, man.
Sydney Colson didn't just join the Fever. She signed up for the chaos. She signed up for the underdog story that's about to become a nightmare for the rest of the league. And if you're not paying attention yet, don't worry, you will be soon. Just when you thought she was done talking, Colson cranked it up even more. Because if there's one thing she'll do besides getting buckets and roasting people online, it's speak her mind. This time, she had plenty to say about Caitlin Clark, the Fever's veteran moves, and how this team is setting Clark up to go from rookie sensation to a real problem for the league.
They went up and snatched Sid Colson from the Aces. She is 100% vibes. She is 100% going to be a backup for Caitlin. It's going to be fantastic backup for Kelsey. Like, she is a great addition to this backcourt. She has senior leadership. She has championship experience. She is the most fun ever.
Caitlin Clark has huge expectations, but Colson isn't worried. She's not doing this alone. The WNBA isn't college. Defense is tougher. Physicality is real, and no one's letting Clark drop 30 a night just because the internet loves her. That's why veteran leadership matters. And those vets? They're changing the culture. Last season, the Fever showed promise. This season, they have leaders who know how to win, and they're raising the bar.
Y'all remember how fantastic Sydney Colson was in the 2023 WNBA Finals. That's what Sydney Colson can offer. Yes, Sydney Colson did not play a lot of minutes with the Aces, but she could have. The thing that I love about Sydney Colson is that she's all fun and games. She's all silly. She's all enjoying her time. She's a boatload of fun. That is the life of the party right there. But when it comes to playing, when it comes to locking in and getting all set for the game, Sydney Colson's all business. Yeah, she could be silly and whatnot, but when she step on that court, she's business, right? Inside those lines, she is all about her goal, which her goal is to play some really good defense and take care of the ball. And that's what she does. And that's exactly why the Indiana Fever has signed Sydney Colson. Because yes, she is a great locker room fit, but also when you talk about someone who can play defense, that's something that
Caitlin Clark will be great, but even better with the team around her. And yes, that includes Colson, who's never one to downplay her own impact. Now, she's part of a Fever squad stacking weapons, building confidence, and ready to shake up the WNBA. Aces fans? They were not ready. The moment Colson's signing dropped, Vegas Twitter was in chaos. Words like betrayal and traitor were everywhere. And it wasn't just Colson. The Fever were stockpiling talent like a team with an unlimited budget. Every refresh brought another signing, another weapon. This wasn't just a rebuild. This was a takeover.